In this video, we will discuss creating alignments using the PI method. If you'd like to follow along with this video, please open the file creatingalignments-pimethod.dwg located in the training folder as discussed in the Working with this Dataset video. One of the simplest methods to creating alignment is using PIs, points of intersections. Let's discuss how to do this. First, let's navigate to the Home tab, Create Design Panel, Alignment dropdown, Alignment Creation Tools. We'll give our alignment a name of Bypass-1, make sure the type is set to Centerline, give it the style of Layout, and make sure we have our labels set to All Labels. If this alignment required design criteria, we would toggle it on here and have a starting design speed of some sort. Design criteria is how you can apply AASHTO methods to your roadway, as well as the design check sets, such as checking for tangent lengths and curve checks. For now, we'll toggle this off and go ahead and click OK. This opens up the alignment layout tools. We're going to be working with this section of the alignment layout tools as we'll be working with the PI method. Let's click on the drop down here and notice how we can go to the curve and spiral settings to define a default curve for our curves. For now, we'll leave it set to 200 and we'll discuss how to change the curves afterwards. Click OK. And let's go ahead and start by clicking on the Tangent with Curves tool. Since this alignment will start with some known coordinates and some known bearing and distances, we're going to use the transparent commands. Let's first access the northing easting one by typing in ''NE for northing easting. At the prompt, let's go ahead and type in the northing, which is 901285.932, and then press enter. For the easting, 1456414.0065, and then press enter. This starts out that alignment at that northing easting. Press escape to end the transparent command, and notice how we're rubber banding, continuing on the alignment. Some circles have been provided for you to define the additional PIs. Let's go ahead and just snap to them using center snap. Notice how the default radius is being applied to this. Now for this next point, we actually want to tie into a known northing easting for the existing roadway centerline. So we'll type again, ''NE, and then press enter. And now let's type in the northing of 902.046.977.624, press enter. And for the easting, we want 1454647.92311.6, and then press enter. We're now at that point. Press escape once to get back into the command. And now what we have is we have a known bearing and distance for the end of the alignment, which matches our existing centerline. So now we'll type in ''BD, press enter. We are now prompted for the quadrant. You can type in 4, which is the northwest quadrant, or just simply click and there's your quadrant. Now for the bearing, notice how you can use spaces, but we'll just type this in using decimal degrees. So we'll type in 66.4514, press enter. That locks in that bearing. And now for a distance, we want 953.01, press enter. Press escape to end the transparent command, press escape again, and there's our alignment with the stationing applied. Now let's go ahead and edit the curves. So by default, it gave those 200-foot radius curves. What we'll do is use the alignment grid view right here, which appears in the panorama window. And note that as you click on the different alignment elements, they will highlight in the file, making it easier for you to see what you're actually editing. We'll go ahead and change our radius here to 850 for the first one and press enter. Zoom out here a little bit, and we'll go ahead and click on this one here. 500 for this one, press enter. Click on this one here. This one also will be 500, press enter. And then for the last curve here, this should be a value of 700 feet and press enter. Don't forget, if you also need to make any edits, you can use the grip editing, and depending on how we created this, of course in this case, this was with the PI method, we will get specific grips to allow it to stretch those different horizontal elements based upon the constraints that were used to create them. In this case, these are free curves because we use the PI method.